Blooded Labyrinth, a dangerous monster's romance. I'm gonna go with this probably bad. That's not English. Look at that guy back there. What is he doing? I can't tell if he's holding something. Raven's Hollow Spring Magic. I like the Comic Sans in the bottom left corner. I'm gonna say this one's probably bad. Oh, this is the best book in the world. This has to be the Super Tickle Robo Go. Actually, I read the title just now out loud. I don't think that one's good, actually. I think this one's bad. At first I was on board, then I read the title. That's not English. A Very Ditali Holiday? Hold on, I gotta look up what Ditali is. It's a musical artist? I love this one. Look at this little guy. I love him. This is what I was looking for when I had the idea for this video. Pull-out poster inside. Okay, this is a good book. The last one was a good book. This is a great book. Cheese and beer. You know what? Actually, I was excited because that sounded like a really funny concept, but now just looking at the title, it's a little depressing. I'm actually gonna go with a bad book. It's got another pull-out poster inside. Good book. I know it says bestseller, but I'm actually gonna go with bad book. I would not be interested in this book at all. I'm not interested. Next book. Is that Yoda over there? Are they Homer? Hey, I know all of these. Hey, wait a minute. What does that say about me? I'm gonna go with this book's mid, solid for people who won't shut up about this. I'm actually gonna go with, I know this might be a hot take. I'm gonna go with this as a good book, actually. I'd be interested in reading this. Good book. The Joy, whoa, trying to get me demonetized here. I think that's a bad book. This is probably a good book if you need it. I didn't fully read it before I started reading it out loud, but this is probably good if you have diabetes, which I don't, so boring. K is for Knife Ball, an alphabet of terrible advice. That's gotta be a good book. That's gotta be. I don't want to live in a world where this is not a good book. Sunday with a rat? Where rat? Rat. That looks boring as fuck. I do not want to read that book. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. I'm gonna go with good book. A Child's Book of Teeth. Okay, no. Hate it, actually. Don't like that one at all. No, thank you. Bad book, bad. Oh, good. I'm gonna go with good. You know what? I'm gonna go with good book. I don't even comprehend what's happening. Is that like, okay, so they're cut in half, and half of them is a skeleton, and half of that unearth. I'm gonna go with bad. I'm gonna go bad. Good. I'm gonna go with good. Oh, I'm gonna let that load, but that one was freaky. That one's freaky. That looks like a good book. It just also looks like it's gonna give me nightmares for the next couple weeks. This was a shit idea. Look at all this dry shit. I'm gonna die here. Is this a real book? There's no way that's, okay, no, that one's a spoof book. That one's a spoof one, but I like that one a lot. If this book did exist, I bet this would actually be a pretty good book. 19th century German. Ew! What is that? What is that? Freaky creature. Ew! But do I think it's a good book? It's probably a good book. I bet that's a pretty good book. Holy shit, we glued our hands together. But that's actually probably a pretty bad book, because how the hell are they gonna write that? That's a cool book cover. I think it's a shitty book. It's probably gonna be a shitty book. Cool book cover. See, again, I feel like this one's gonna be really boring. This cover is pretty sick. Boring. Like, I feel like I'm gonna learn something from this book, and I do not want to learn shit from books. Controversial? That one's gonna be bad. That one's gonna be a bad book. This one's real. That one's probably the shittiest book ever. Definitely the most entertaining. How good do I think it is? Probably fantastic. That one's gonna entertain me all through the night. That one looks great. This looks like fanfic. I'm not here for it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you. Clearly a shitty book. Aw. Twice the Speed of Dark. All right, that one's gotta be, that's the shittiest title I've ever heard in my life. I'm trying not to be too negative, but Twice the Speed of Dark. There's cool graphics and shit happening here. That's literally, what is the Family Guy one? Faster than the speed of love. Cooking to Kill. Poison cookbook. Oh fuck, is this actually about poison? Oh my god. Okay, that's a cool book. That's probably pretty good, actually. I'm the kid. Oh, this book looks great. Oh my god, this book looks so interesting. Who are these characters? You want to read this book? We might be getting this book. I don't even like reading. This looks like such an interesting book. All right, I'm hyped for that one. That one looks boring. I don't even understand what's happening in this one. I don't even know what's going on in this one. Okay. I bet, though, that this is going to be a shitty book. I bet this book, I bet it's fine. The School for Invisible Boys. I think that this is probably, because it looks like it's got like, is it like about powers, or is it like more like metaphorical sense of invisible? Bad book. Saying that it's gonna be a bad book feels bad. Something about it is just a little like, oh, that's not a good book. Something about it is like, people are gonna get mad about this book. I don't even know what it's about, but I just feel like someone somewhere is gonna get mad about this book. I have no idea what this is about. I just know someone's gonna get upset, like violently upset about it on like Reddit. Eat celestial shit. Rinse? This is a real book too. This is what the weird kid in the back of the room is reading. It's like, yeah, I like to read books about the universe and shit. Bro! Lives of the Monster Dogs. Oh my. There's so much to unpack here. It's a wolf in a robe. Fiercely original. Wow. A novel. Wow. That's a good book. Ocean at the End of the Lane. I don't know. This is like English teacher recommendation core. I don't know. I'm trying not to be too harsh in these. I bet I like the cover, but something about the title, it feels like I'm gonna have to give a report on this, and I don't want to learn shit. Thirsty book. You guys can't see that, but over here it says thirsty book. I'm gonna go with good book. I'm just getting a good vibe about that. I mean, I think the cover's like okay. It looks kind of cool. There's some interesting things happening, but I actually think this is gonna be a shitty book. Predictable. That's the word I'm looking for. It looks predictable. Oh my god! What is that? What is that? What? Despair. Despair is right. Despair is what I feel when I stare at that book. What does that mean? Bad book. I don't, if a book freaks me out, it's a bad book, all right? I bet that this is probably a pretty good book. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's keep it rolling. How to cook and eat the rich. I don't know what this is over here, but that's clearly a silver platter. And then there are knives here. And then I don't know what this is over here. It looks like a cup maybe that spilled. Where is there like okay, I see there's a little hat right here. Is that the moon? Is that someone? No, it's a skull. There's a contract. I bet this book is really good. The cover, I feel like they just threw a bunch of shit at a wall and were like, this is the perfect cover. Everyone will know that I'm talking about a fedoraed skeleton man holding a silver platter with his right hand and he's like a butler and has like knives and shit. Oh, is that a dead guy? I don't understand the book cover. First real shit book cover. My vibe is that this is a great book. However, the fucking cover, it's like a cat and there's a house on him. What is happening? What does that mean? I'm gonna go with bad book. That's probably pretty bad. I bet this book is all right. I bet this book's all right. I'm gonna go with bad just so I don't have to see another fucking learning book. If I get another learning book, I'm going to freak out. Like some of these titles are getting to the point where like it's actually taking energy out of me and confusing me. What is that? I'm gonna go with bad. If I don't understand what your book is from the cover, it's a bad book. That's my new rule. I don't know how many more covers I have left, but for however many covers that is, I do not think it's a good book anymore. And then I woke up. This book probably sucks ass. This book makes me mad for how bad it probably sucks. It's an interesting cover. If it's some kind of like interesting story and then it ends with a dream, I'm gonna be pissed and your book sucks. However, I haven't read it. Cheap Therapist says you're insane. You know what? This is probably a good book. I bet this book's good. It looks interesting. It looks pretty interesting. I bet this is a good book. Oh, this has gotta be a shitty book. Oh, I bet this book's so bad. The Mime Alphabet book. How? I'm not interested in reading this book, but I bet it's pretty good. The Virgin takes a walk on the other side of the lawn. The Virgin crosses the road. This book looks like shit. Fuck this book. Fuck this book. This book looks like ass. It looks fine. I mean, fuck this book. I'm mad at it. This book doesn't look like it's interesting at all. It won't hold my attention. It won't even catch my eye in the store. I don't think that the cover's particularly interesting, so it's going to get a lower rating in my head. Content in the book is probably extremely detailed and specific. The Case History of Comrade V. Whoa! I read the title before looking down. What the hell is that? Okay, so he's a tape recorder and is on a cross, and he has a TV head. Jesus toilet. Oh my god, there's like a toilet paper roll right here. I know that's not what it is. I know that's not what it is. This book's probably boring as fuck, but I have to give that good book status, do I not? Everything's arbitrary anyway. This is getting good book status. I haven't seen Star Trek, but I bet this book is probably really good for that crowd. Fun with your new head. Bad book because I don't know what it's talking about. Bad book because I don't know what it's talking about. In the description underneath it that I just read right now, I still don't know what it's talking about. You know what? I actually think this is a terrible book. Just going off the cover, I bet this book sucks ass. There's no way this can be good, right? Like, I can't even describe how I know this book's terrible. I just can feel it. Also on Pinterest, I just noticed it says 30 awful library books that are hard to believe are real. I feel pretty good about giving that bad book status. Mother Naked. I didn't even read the bottom. Pinterest says 15 of the best book covers of January 2024. Are you fucking high? Are you high? How is this the best book cover of 2024? This looks like ass. This looks like Dr. Seuss farted on a page. It does. It looks like an extremely scary Roald Dahl book. Practical Taxidermy. Ew. Ugh. Oh, bad book, bad, ew, look at all the squirrels and shit, oh. Italian without words. Now you can communicate in Italian even if you don't know a single word. That is an amazing book right there. Good book status. Where's the Oprah Book Club seal of approval on? Mr. Mumbo's Magic Jacket. I don't like that. The magic jacket. What does this possibly mean? Go ahead, flash kids and have stars in your pocket. What is this? Who drew this? The Horrible Bag of Terrible Things. I'll bite. I'm interested. I'm interested in this book. Yeah, I want to read this book. I don't like reading. I think that's a good book. Bear. Bad. Murder. We've all done it. Nah, that looks like shit. I don't want it to teach me a lesson. I bet that this book is a learning book. And what did I say about a learning book? I said next time I saw a learning book, I am going to scream. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna lose my shit. I don't know. It looks a little generic. Is it a retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk? Or is it just kind of its own thing? That's probably mid. Nice. No need to look at any. Wait, what's happening? I bet this is a good book though. I'm getting info that this is a joke book written by Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I bet this book's awesome. I bet it's hilarious. Oh, that looks like ass. What's even happening here? Oh, that looks terrible. I bet this one's bad. I bet this one's so bad. Okay. This might be the best one. Hold up. This looks really interesting. I'm gonna go with good book. Thank you to my girlfriend Angie for curating like 90% of the book covers. First few were on a website that I was trying to do and it kind of bugged out. Thank you to Angie for keeping things fresh, keeping things nice. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.